Hello, astronomy class. Today I want to speak to you guys regarding the creation of the sun. Basically, the sun was formed by a bunch of gas swirling about in space and getting caught up in their own gravity. They started swirling faster and faster and clumping more and more until gravity crushed all of the gas together to form this large mass. The gas inside was so hot that the particles were colliding with each other and releasing massive amounts of energy that eventually compressed so much that it reached what is called critical mass, which allows it to start an atomic chain reaction, very similar to a nuclear bomb. The explosions released a lot of energy. This was pretty much the way that the sun started working, and the way that the sun actually works. It gives off its energy from continuous nuclear explosions. If we were to get anywhere close to this process, we would actually die from the radiation poisoning long before the heat killed us. One day in the future, obviously, when the gas slows down, the sun will die out and the gas will get pulled together so much that it will get big, extremely big, and it will turn into what is called a red giant. And it would be so big that it would swallow half the Earth, and then once all the energy was gone, it would collapse under its own gravity into a brown dwarf and possibly supernova, or even create a black hole. But this is billions of years off, and actually more take a few million years, but yeah, roughly 5 billion years. Thank you. On to the next.
Stars. A star is a massive, luminous sphere of plasma held together by gravity. The nearest star to Earth is the Sun, which is the source of most of the energy on the planet. But have you ever wondered how stars are made of? There are two stages of how the stars are made of, but we are only going to focus on the first stage. Nebula is the first phase of the star. A nebula is an interstellar cloud of dust, hydrogen, helium, and other ionized gases. Then it will become a regular star, or what we call the average star. The average stars create energy by three main processes of hydrogen fusion. The basic idea is to combine light atoms into heavier ones, but the mass of the heavier ones is slightly less than the sum of the lighter ones. Then it will become a red giant. A red giant is a luminous giant star of low or intermediate mass in a late phase of stellar evolution. The outer atmosphere is inflated and tenuous, making the radius immense and the surface temperature low. The appearance of the red giant is from yellow, orange, to red. The next phase will be the planetary nebula. It is an emission nebula consisting of an expanding glowing shell of ionized gas ejected during the asymptotic giant branch phase of certain types of star in their late life. And the last stage of the star will be a white dwarf, also called as a degenerate dwarf. It is a stellar remnant composed mostly of electron-degenerate matter. They are very dense. A white dwarf's mass is comparable to that of the Sun, and its volume is comparable to that of the Earth. Its faint luminosity comes from the emission of stored thermal energy.
It's a matter of balance. This balance is called hydrostatic equilibrium. Gravity wants to collapse a star, but pressure pushes outward against the collapsing material.